What is up, guys? It's your boy Rem here today with another fantastic deck. Today we're going to talk about Luxio. Amazing card and amazing deck. The deck that every single Mew 3 player should fear. Why? Because it's so good. What makes him really good? Well, not only Luxio that has ability of disconnect and your opponent can't play any item card from their hand, which they can't play if you have a Shadow Box Mew. They can't play a Stealthy Hood. They can't play a Quick Balls. They can't play many items. But also, thanks to Vitality Band and the fact that this is a colorless attack, we can use Yveltal GX. We can start using Yveltal GX thanks to that, because he is dealing 40 damage total, and then we can go for a Doom count. But let's just talk about the deck itself. Let's go card by card and let's say why we're using it. So the core of the deck is right over here. Shinx, you want to go second and you want to use Evolutionary Advantage. What is Evolutionary Advantage? Great question. So if you go second, you can, once you're going to put this during your turn, you can already evolve it, right? So you can already evolve it during, there's no summoning sickness, you might say, right? You don't have to wait until you can already evolve it right here into Luxio. So if you go second during one turn, you can get from Shinx to Luxio using Disconnect, maybe having Vitality Band, dealing that 40 damage, and your turn 2, you can start knocking out with Yveltal GX, which is great. Thanks. We've got a full line of those two. Then we've got, of course, 2 Sableye V, because we are using Crazy Claws, and there's going to be a lot of damage floating around that we're going to deal thanks to Luxio, so you want to utilize those Crazy Claws. Then, of course, you know what goes right with that Sableye, and it's worth mentioning right now. I know trainers are always later, but it's really worth mentioning right now that we do play Nanu. So once Sableye gets discarded, or Yveltal GX get discarded or knocked out, you can bring them both back with Nanu. You can switch your Luxio, you can switch your Dedenne, you can switch anything for that one Pokemon that you need and bring it back from the dead, you might say. Then you got, of course, one Yveltal GX, 2 copies of the Dedenne GX, and 1 Mimikyu with a Shadow Box. Some play also Mew. I'm not a fan of Mew in this deck just because I feel like there's not enough of room for it, but if you want to play Mew, you can go and play Mew. Then we go to 37 trainer cards, and they are, well, there's a lot of them. So we got 2 adventure bags to get ourselves to tools that we're going to talk about in a second. 4 Electro Powers, of course, for Luxio. 2 energy switches, 4 great balls, 2 great catchers, 2 Pokemon catchers, 2 Pokemon communications. We've got 4 quick balls, 2 switches, we got 4 Marnies, we've got 1 none, and again, Marnie is going to save your life. You have no idea how many times. You will see that in the gameplay portion. 4 Professor Researchers and the tools, which are 2 air balloons that you want to play either on Sableye, Yveltal, sometimes on the Dedenne, but mainly on those 2 Pokemons. And we've got 2 Vitality Bands that are mainly and only going on Luxio. It should not go anything else besides Luxio. And 9 energy. So the deck is really simple if you ask me, because it's not, you know, one of those like really hard-hitting deck. It's a deck that is really fun to play, and it's locking your opponent, right? So you want to lock your opponent, you don't want them to have any options whatsoever, and you will see that in the gameplay portion as we're facing decks like Mew 3, Pikarom, many others, and it's really nice deck. So let's move on to the gameplay portion and let's see how the deck performs. Go, heads, I'm going to try to go second. We've won a contest, so we will go second right now, so I want to go first, and no. Ooh, that might be really rough right now with Yveltal. I mean, he's gonna already know what I have. More Shadow, okay. That guy mind game himself into a loss. Yeah. I mean, sometimes being cool and playing till the very end can get you that W. Right, a quick ball for the Dedenne, sure. Really nice turn 1 for my opponent with a water type deck that I haven't seen anything with Starmie. I mean, I've done 1 or 2 decks with Starmie. right there on YouTube, but maybe we should go back to it, to Star Me at some point. I don't know. I'm gonna put Star Me on the list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and alright, we got 8 decks on the list right now. It's like what DJ Khaled said, he played himself. Yeah, oh, okay, this is a Mew 3. But a water type Mew 3. Really interesting deck, not gonna lie. Fiona, okay. Yeah, Mew 3 water box. Yeah. It does look like it. Okay, so we're gonna start with, I'm gonna discard 1 energy. Go for Luxio. Or for Shinx, actually, you know. Hopefully a Great Ball is gonna give me a Luxio. Come on. Right, okay, but that's a Dene. It's still good, it's a Dene. I still might get it, so what I'm gonna go for is... Quick Ball. I mean, yeah, Shadow Box, why not? Okay, there's no power plant, checking. The Dene, fresh 6, let's take a look. Pokemon Communication, oh, like everything lined up perfectly, look at that. We're gonna have our Luxio turn to retreating that Yveltal. And actually, you know, getting there with a knockout, I believe, that's 30. And I can still play Research. Like, this is huge, I can still go and play Research, that's a really good turn. And I got that Luxio going. Just look at that. Pokemon Catcher, because, you know, we've got... didn't work, but it's fine. Let's get down to Luxio. So 2 Luxios already. 80. Adventure Bag. Says 80, and he's looking for 30, but I didn't know I'm gonna get the Vitality Band. So I'm gonna put Vitality Band on the bench. Disconnect, Knockout. First prize card. Because I didn't know if I'm gonna get that Vitality Band or not, but still I needed 2 Electro Powers to knock it out, unfortunately. And we drew Vitality Band. So like at this point he knows that there is a Shadow Box Mimikyu, sorry. So if I'm gonna put any damage on the Mew 3, well, Mew 3 is not gonna work. Like Mew 3 is going to be, as attack says, disconnected. And he's gonna live in the Shadow Box. Oh, like jokes are right on point today, or at least I think this way. Don't tell me it's otherwise. He needs Selfiehood, definitely he needs that Selfiehood. But at the same time, you know, this Luxio with Disconnect, he can't play any items whatsoever. May be a problem for him, because he can't play Quick Ball, he can't play in the Evolution Incense, he can't play a lot of things. So let's take a look what he's discarding right now, and look at that. He discarded Scoop Up and a Quick Ball, right? So items. That is really good. And he can't even play a Selfiehood because it is an item. So he can't do that. That is the thing with a Selfiehood, it is an item, so as long as I have Luxio, he can't play it. He can't go for that. And that's what I'm gonna try to do. Because I didn't realize it until right now that, yeah, he can't really go for it because it's an item. You can't play items after Luxio just hit you with the Disconnect. I mean, he can go and attach energy from Starmie. He can go Hydro Pump right now for 60, you know, so there are ways, but once I'm gonna put that damage on it, once I'm gonna hit him for even 30, 40, which I'm gonna try for 40, there is just nothing he can do. And we've got 2 Luxios. This is a really bad spot for him. He would have to, yeah, he can't even go right now. He had to turn earlier, put that selfie hood, but you know, he could have knew he's gonna go against this, or he didn't have it. You know, it was turn 1, couldn't play any supporters, so it's really hard to dig. So yeah, so 40 damage. He's gonna try to attach the energy, and he's gonna just realize that he can't. I mean, there is still Malo and Lana scenario for him, which is going to work definitely well if, of course, this is the question of if he's going to decide to go to take that route, which I think to a certain degree he might, but I thought he's going to put the energy somewhere else. So Vitality Band, of course, energy over here, Great Ball. Sableye, just to stay here. And a disconnect for 40, so right now Mew 3 is disabled. He can't play a Stealthy Hood, he can't play an item, he can't do anything, he can't attack. I mean, he can use a GX, but he needs Psychic type energy, so I feel like this might be over soon if he's not going to find Malo and Lana. But even if he's going to find Malo and Lana, I think there's only so many Malo and Lanas you can play in the deck, right? So I think we're good. We have those 2 Luxios, but also I do have Sableye that I'm going to play next turn. Slowly develop that Sableye so he can deal a lot of damage. Maybe get myself to Energy Switch. Yeah, so he's doing that, right? He's just switching, he's retreating. I mean, it's a fair call. I once saw a game where a Mew 3 player attached Rainbow Energy to his Mew 3 while the opponent had a Shadow Box Mewtwo. And it's probably our biggest sad face I've ever seen. Oh, yeah. I feel like the sad face is also he can't really go and play any potions, right? Any potion is an item. Any healing. I mean, healing, you know, you can heal with oh, he's going to try to attack with Frostmoth. Okay. So this also means that what I can do is I can discard a Sableye if I want to, and then later, you know, just play Nanu. Okay, Air Balloon, and I'm gonna just keep that disconnect. I can't let him play items at all. As long as he's not gonna play any items, I'm good. The one turn he's gonna go and play the items, that is going to be problematic to me, so I do have to be careful because of that Frostmoth. I mean, it's 30 damage only, so it's like, so I'm going to do, okay, so he needs to attack 3 times, I'm going to, okay, alright. Sableye is ready as well. And the 40 damage counters, or 4 damage counters right there on a Mew 3. Also, I can just GX with Yveltal. So we're disconnecting him. Keep pushing. That's why Luxio is so good, right? Just keep pushing. Just keep getting that damage. Search his item, so he has to draw it. Yeah. I mean, even if he's gonna draw and search, right? He can't even play it, so I don't think he has a Poke Kit, I don't think he has anything like that. I mean, I can be annoyed, I can play Great Catcher now, but there's just no point. Just slowly, let's keep pushing, let's keep attacking. So he has to manually draw Frostmoth that he discarded, and I think like he's right now just going like, why I discarded it, and yeah. Like, once Luxio is set up, like once this is set up, once this is ready, I feel like this is a really tough matchup to win for Mew 3. Just because, he can't play that item. Once this is ready to go, it's insane. Alright, I'm gonna have a knockout, right? Going down. Again, another disconnect. Bam. We don't know what he has in his hand. I know I have a Great Catcher, so at certain point what I can do is I can just go Great Catcher, Yveltal, and let's attack. Because even Fione in this matchup is not helping him, because he can play Fione, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go and play a second Luxio, or I'm going to play Yveltal or Sableye and just retreat for free. You consider a big charm to make Luxio tankier or a Vitality Band. Okay, so Vitality... Why there's a Vitality Band? Great question. The Vitality Band is just with one attack of Luxio, I'm dealing 40 damage, right? And this puts your opponent into a Doom count, which says that if your opponent has exactly 4 damage counters, it gets knocked out. So if I want, I can one-hit KO right now this Mew 3. And you know what? That is exactly what I'm going to do to win a game. Because I have 3 prize cards left, I have the energy, I can just retreat, and I can just win the game like that. So that's why we played that Vitality Band, for that 10 damage, just to win games like that. What a game that was. Honestly, what a game that was. Oh man, I love it. And it shows that they are capable of doing really good games. Let's go, come on. Zergeto. I'm gonna finally get to that Luxio. I'm gonna figure the Luxio out. But does it mean this game is bad? Not at all. I love this game with all of my heart. It's a fantastic game and it's just amazing. And you know, to be able to create so many decks in such a small span of time and have fun with them, just enjoy those amazing conversations and all of that stuff. It's great. It's great. I mean, for the esport, can stuff be done better? Yeah. But I also don't think people do look at Pokemon TCG as an esport. Right, so I'm gonna okay, if you go second, you can evolve it during your first turn. Right. Okay, great ball. I can always retreat, but I'm not going to. Just passing the turn. But I feel like, just doing, the tournaments, the best of 3s that we're doing every single Friday right here on the channel, best of 3 Friday Night Pokemon, they show that, there are still people that do want like a really nice best of 3, but also, testing here is what is a driving force. And just fun, it's more fun oriented, I would say as well. Okay, let's start attacking with that Luxio, but what I'm going to start attacking is going to be this Heatran. So why I'm going for a Heatran? Well, that's a great question. I'm going for a Heatran because I don't want him to use the ability, right? I don't want him to use that ability whatsoever. Alright, so Vitality Bands. And a Disconnect. So no more quick balls, no more items for him, he has to just go for supporters. Which again, he has a welder, and that might be problematic, but also this means, at certain point, no fire crystals. So I know how annoying I can be right now, and we have to just, keep this level of annoyance. Right, we just have to keep that. And if we can keep that, oh, we're gonna be good. I'm telling you, this is gonna be good if we can keep that level of annoyance. I mean, just playing on that Heatran, right? Put a Heatran front, so he's gonna have a lot more problems just retreating him. I mean, he can't play a switch? No, because it's an item. Ha 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 ha. This is, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm having too much fun right now because of that. Alright. So how do you win? Annoy your opponent? No. This is not this type of deck. So what I can do is, and that's what I'm going to be trying to do, is start using, cards like attack, like Disconnect. So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get that Macargo again, harder to retreat, because he can knock me out quite fast. There's 4 damage counters over here, so I can just use the GX of Yveltal to knock that hit run out. And for me, you know, okay, adventure bag, let's see what we're gonna get. Alright, so I have nothing left, but let's just browse the deck, right? Let's just check what we got, what is priced, what is not priced. So like Yveltal is priced, I know that right now. And you know, just slowly, right, building up towards what we do really need. So slowly disconnect. That's only a 40 damage, but he can't still play those items. That's a really nice strategy. And I'm just slowly building towards it, because again, this Forte, and he sees Sableye, even if it's prized, the way you think about the game kind of changes. And you can see that when you're playing Obstagoon, especially when you play someone that, you know, has Obstagoon, it's really hard to stop thinking, I have to avoid Forte, I have to avoid my Forte. You just have to keep that right here all the time. And once you're at that Forte, it's like, okay, what else can I do? And right now he's gonna have that Welder. For its energies, 1 energy from hand, and well, Lux is gonna get knocked out, unfortunately. Which card from next set I'm most excited for? Oh, that's a tough question. Oh boy, Oh, you're asking really, yeah, there is Magmar, but I'm not excited for Magmar. Like, it's cool that it's in the set, it's my favorite. But for, like, from competitive point of view, there's just a lot more to it, you know? Like, there's a lot more to it. Okay, because I'm gonna play that Dedenne, I would say, you know, Toxtricity is what I'm excited for. Ooh, there we go. That's a good move. I think Boss Orders is going to be terrifying. Oh yeah, Boss's Orders, exactly. I forgot about that card. I'm definitely looking for that card as well. Right, let's discard Marnie. I'm gonna get one more Shinx. Right. Energy on Sableye, and I will retreat Sableye. Play a research, get my fresh hand, and let's take a look what we got. Great Ball. No card, discard, target any Pokemon. I mean, it's you know, it's like Lysandre's and expanded, right? So, like, we are kind of used to that card. That, you know, the people that played expanded. Also, you know, it's one-way Guzma, which again, there was 4 copies of Guzma almost in every single deck, and I think, you know, this might be the same thing. This like Bloodthirsty Ice ability from Lycanroc GX, the dark, the moon version, the dark version. Great looking Bond. Definitely you should check it out. But yeah, like this is going to be definitely scary for some. For standard, it's just, I mean, for standard, it's gonna be one of the cards to have. But also, Mioltech. I would say Mioltech is a really good card. If you play 4 Absols, Mioltech can do a lot. Plus the mine. I would say Mioltech can be powerful as well. A view by Eldegoss. I feel like I don't remember what he's doing, but I know I said something about him while I was reviewing the set. So I know I said something about it. What I said, I don't remember. I know I just said something. That's what I can tell you. But what it was, no idea. Oh, when you put him from, okay, he gets, okay, so I feel like I know what I said. I I feel like I said something along the lines, you know, of like, oh, this might not be that good or something. Like, I feel like, you know, I said something along those lines. I mean, don't quote me, but I feel like that's what I said. Because, you know, like, it's cool that it gives you that, but it's just like the Dene, it's another target. Raven quoted. Oh, you got me there. I feel like, you know, we might see less. Right, let's go with Luxio. And go back to disconnect, right? So no items, no switch, there's a shadow box, Mimikyu going on. It's definitely terrifying what we got right here. It's a terrifying moment. I would say this, many mons on the bench, like you would have to, you know, really think about if you want to bench, something. Even right now, you know, people do still have custom catchers, and benching, for example, you know, the Dene is scary majority of the time. It really is, because you don't always want to do that. And you don't want to end up in a situation where it's gonna get you knocked out. You know, those are like really two priced cards. And in case of like ADP, that's even scarier if you're, you know, if you're facing ADP player, right? Because they can really pick their targets later on. So facing ADP, really tough. That's what I would say. Alright, let's get that Marnie going. I'm thinking about that electro power, but it doesn't matter in the long run. That's a switch, because I can go with electro power, sure, but then, you know, he's knocking me out back with Heatran, you know. But okay, but I know. I mean, if we're gonna get. This changes a lot. Alright, so what I was thinking about, just to let you go through my thought process. So, we don't have Nano, because Nano came super early in the game, and there's no way I can bring it back. There's no VS Seeker, nothing like that. And that's what I kind of wanted to do, just to get that Nano, start attacking with, just, you know, change one of the Luxios with the Nano, right? With the discarded Sableye thanks to Nano, and be able to attack with Sableye one more turn. But right now, you know, my opponent is in this position where it's either one more energy from hand, and he can GX me and, you know, knock out Sableye, which I feel like he has that energy somewhere. He has the giant half, so definitely there is energy in the deck. There's 5, 8, yeah, like, there's just no way he's only playing 8 energies. What? What? No, but still, even if it's priced, this means he plays 10 energy. That's okay. Crazy Claws. We've got a knockout. For no, joking. Of course not. There we go. Wow, that was something. DJ83. Hello, DJ. Let's go. Let's play the game. I almost hurt my back while doing... I should not do that. Alright, so, okay, there we go. So we got a Shanks. We want to evolve him and attack during my first turn, because we can't do it. Has the turn just started? Right, I mean, it's... Hello, good morning, hello, how are you guys doing? You know, it just started and there's no coffee, it's gone, it vanished. Miracle. Nah, it's all fun. It's all good. And you see, like, that's what I like. That's what Pokemon should be. On one hand, you have this really nice decks. They're competitive. You have competitive games, you know, like really tough ones. But on the other hand, you have like really fun and enjoyment and just smiles and great conversation and laughs, jokes. That's how VGC and the TCG should be. Just enjoying what you're doing, you know, have passion for it, and annoying your opponent. Because you want to annoy your opponent. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No. This can get me banned. All right. Well, But that's true, you know. Well, maybe not play. Yeah, playing Noctowl. It was still fun to play it, but like in general, you know, just. There was nothing else I could have done in this turn. Even though I had Luxio, I didn't get the energy, which was a bummer. And definitely, you know, just I feel like, you know, getting into this mindset definitely, you know, helps you go through like, hey, all right, I've lost this game. It was really tough. I should have won. What now? Like you can really, like after being, you know, in this like mindset of like having fun and enjoying and, you know, really being passionate about the game for a long time, it does really help, especially if you play TCG IRL, to just shake off from your previous games. Like it does really help. It's like, okay, shake it off, just like, you know, Taylor Swift. I shake it off, I move on to play the next game, and it does really help. Alright, Shanks. I know it's not looking good out there, but I believe in you. I believe in this deck. We believe. We believe. Oh. Shanks. There he goes. He shows his power. He shows why he is the best in the world. Nah, joking, he's not. But let us, you know, let him think that way. So I can't really go for Electro Power because he would knock me out with Outrage. Because normally I would go for that Electro Power. Is he gonna go for GX? Or maybe, you know, he's just gonna go, yeah, discard those 2 energies. And use Ninetales, 9 Temptations. He's gonna be tempting towards my Shanks. He's using not 1, not 2, not 3, but 9 Temptations. And Shanks, you know, he was like cool at 8 for 1, but like 9, he broke. And we've got him. He's got me. He's got me. Okay, the Dene. This time I checked. Like this time you've seen this, like me doing this if there is nothing there. Okay, I might need Balloon. Okay, research. Okay. I have an idea. On Marnie. Okay, I have an idea. This is gonna be really silly. This might be not the best idea ever, but what I want to do is I want to play Sableye, put energy on Sableye. We still got Nanu though, right? So Electro Power, getting that disconnect. We're still out of the range, and he can go 9 Temptations right here on the Sableye. He can. I'm not saying he can't. He can. But I can bring back Sableye with the Nanu right over here in this position. That's what I'm going to try to do. Is it going to happen? That's a different story. Is he going to go for the Sableye? Yes, he is. Alright, that's a Flash Strike, sure. So active the Dene. And I just need to draw energy right now. 28, like 1 to 28, 28 to 1, whatever, do the math, to draw energy, and it was not an energy. It was not an energy. It was not. Hmm. Alright, research. Fresh 7. Great ball. Sure, bye-bye, Team Skull. Love you, my friend. Love you, you know that. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Alright, that's the Dene. Because I'm going with Luxio right now. So again, no power plant, just checked, just to be sure. Because I do have to be sure. I must be sure. Disconnect. Alright, that's 200. I'm 1 electro power away to knock him out with Luxio. Just saying. Or dealing more than 1000 damage with Sableye, but I think he's gonna go for that Sableye actually, right now. Down goes Sableye. Okay, so yeah, I thought he might do that. I thought he's gonna go for the Dene. Oh, this is really terrifying. Alright, Pokemon Catcher. Shinx. Marnie, and I mean, I wish I would had that reset stamp right now. But I know there is Electro Power for the knockout. Getting that. I mean, yeah, it's not gonna do me a lot. Electro Power. And now he's just gonna attach the energy that he needs and knock me out back. That Ninetales, there's 9 temptations. There's 9 temptations. Wait, what? He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the energy and he can't go for fire crystals. Tell me he doesn't have it. It might be prized. Because he might play 15, because like 14 was used, right? 12 in the discard pile. 2 on an active. I mean... Guzman Hala. Yeah, I feel like he has a special energy. Because that's all he needs. He discarded Victini. Victini is gone. Weakness guard energy for him. But this is not... yeah! He can't use... He can play weakness guard, but it's not the energy for the detonator. Oh, and Luxio shut down. Literally, Luxio shut down his item, so he can't go for... You guessed it, he can't go for Fire Crystal. Is that a GG? Not yet. I still have to take 3 prize cards, which is not really easy if you ask me. Stuff like that is never easy. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. I only have 4 cards left in my deck, so he might actually wait until I'm gonna deck myself out. So, yeah. He's just gonna wait. He is just going to wait that. So it was not close. It was close. It was a great game. It was a close one. All he needs to do is keep passing the turn. It was a hell of a game. I mean, let's just see what we got left. Okay, there's a Marnie. Alright, there's still a Marnie. So I'm gonna draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's gonna leave me at 5. That's 3 cards left in the deck. Okay. Like, I'm right now doing a quick math in my head. And it's like, okay, I've got a knockout. Marnie is gonna give me a few more turns. If my math is correct, I should be able to win it. It's still a possibility. Come on. It's 1, 2, 3. I still have 3 turns. Oh, this is... Then I can play Marnie when I'm gonna draw my last card. This is a game for the ages, man. This is a hell of a game right now. Okay. So next turn I'm drawing my last card. And I might draw something from prize card. So because I'm gonna draw a prize card, I'm gonna have even 1 more card in my... Oh, another Malo and Lana. So I'm not even gonna draw that prize card, unfortunately. Oh, that Malo and Lana, man. That Malo and Lana. And now the Dene, yeah. Oh, that's a hell of a game. I mean, I do have to play that Marnie, right? There's no other way. I have to play it, get those 3 cards in my deck. Or actually 2. Great game. Great game. What an amazing game. So this definitely teaches us managing, right? That you have to manage your deck. Yeah, like non-mill matchup, exactly. Like non-mill matchup went to a distance. And not a really pretty distance, let me tell you. Right, so he has Malo and Lana again. Prized. It's prize cards matter. I mean, I will have a knockout. I will see. This is literally insane what is happening. Malo and Lana back. It's a GG, whatever is gonna happen. I'm gonna draw my last card and there's nothing I can do. And there we have it. There we have it, an amazing Luxio deck. I hope you enjoyed that video, because, well, I enjoyed playing this deck really, very much. And I think you can, honestly say, as I was playing it, I was always smiling, always happy, because that deck was amazing. And I want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like what I'm doing. If you're enjoying what I'm doing, share the videos. Just thumbs up party, like... and many more. Of course, down there below there's a 5% discount on Professor Oak that you can use to get the discount on the codes you want to purchase from that website, which I get also my codes for the giveaways, for everything. So again, all the codes, all the support is going back to you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you live on Twitch. Goodbye and good night. Revan loves you. Take care. Mwah. Bye. Love you.